My background is in charity. I'm Director of Income Generation at St Christopher's Hospice in London. So, because of my experience, I sit on our Income Generation Committee and I help us to think about how we build a strategy to raise as much money as we can to deliver the services that Fortunate is here to deliver. Broader than that, sitting on the main trustee board, part of my role is to help make sure that we're safe, we're effective, we're set for the future, that we've got a strategy that drives us forward to enable the fantastic teams across Porchlight to do the wonderful, amazing work that they do every day. So it's a privilege really to do some of the governance in the background that enables the magic to happen every day. So I've worked in charities for around 12 years now, and I've always worked for charities that have got a connection to community and make an impact and a difference to people's lives. Having grown up and lived in Kent for most of my life, I've known of Porchlight for a long, long time. Spent a handful of days volunteering for Porchlight when I worked at the University of Kent. So I had a connection there and was really keen to use some of my skills in the charity sector to support a local charity that means something to people around my community, my neighbours, the people that I've lived around forever, to really take the opportunity to do something that makes another person's life better when they're facing a really difficult time. That's how I see my work in the hospice sector, and I find a real translation to the work that Porchlight does. Different challenges, different circumstances, but people facing real challenges in their life, and Porchlight can make such an immeasurable difference at so many difficult times for people. So I love the fact that Porchlight can make that impact on somebody's life that is immeasurable and almost impossible to describe. So the things I love about Porchlight are the incredible, wonderful stories and anecdotes that you hear from across the teams, where they're working with people in so many different circumstances. Every single story that I hear as a trustee amazes me, really. The difference that we can make with sometimes very small interactions, all the way through to big structured pieces of work and support for a person. So I love those the variety of the ways that we support people. But it's fantastic to hear those stories and to meet and hear from those that have benefited from Porchlight over so many years. Such a rich history of support for people across Kent and the South East. So it's a privilege to play a small part in that journey. But the thing that people don't know about me is that on the side, and certainly a bit more when I was a bit younger, I used to be a bit of a DJ. So starting off, doing birthday parties and playing music in the bedroom got me all the way through to DJing at Silverstone for the Grand Prix, at places like Henley Regatta and all sorts of other world famous events to thousands and thousands of people. And actually, one of those events was the very final event that took place as part of the easing of the lockdown restrictions after COVID. So I was the only person in the country at that time playing music to a crowd of people on a dance floor just before we were all released back out to real life again.